that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex deep, I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan. Then I ghosted out in a minivan. Mic in my hand like a waffle cone. Spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job, but I'm on the clock. And when you're hot, you're hot. Yeah. When you're not, you're not. Nope. Hey, fellas. Oh. When you're hot, you're hot. Yeah. When you're not, you're not. You know I'm hot. How many licks till the pepper gon' pop? Told my cap it's the CEO. Then I moonwalked in a UFO. Mic my shoes with a Christmas wreath. Dropping these bars while I brush my teeth. Flipping this verse like a boomerang. Landed on stage and you...
Ladies and gentlemen, here are the Ravens.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
Had an up-and-down rookie season, but at times definitely showed exactly why he was so highly regarded coming out of college. Threw for 20 touchdowns as a rookie, but expects to take a massive leap with his new head coach, Ben Johnson, calling plays and designing the offense.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Williams looking to do it himself. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 the first.
22 yards. That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Looking to throw is Williams. Finds Kmet on the quick slant.
Williams pass.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. To throw, it's Williams. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal, Chicago.
This offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch, and the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Wk8 showing off the pass rush skills. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Off the bootleg, it's Williams. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Wk8. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Two straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. The back foot throw there is incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start, because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And when I watch him play, all I think about is the word improvement. Every season in the league, he finds a way to get better and has become just as dynamic with his arm as he has with his legs. 41 touchdowns, just 4 interceptions in 2024. His big goal now, getting his team to a Super Bowl. Plenty of success during the regular season. Now they want to win at playoff time.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy this caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for it and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's Jackson to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
There's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. This time, Jackson will throw it. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Jackson going to keep it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on about his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Jackson now. Throw caught by Flowers. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. Here is 3rd down and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. Throwing is Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. And he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what
Put
you
your
do
foot
best.
on the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. This 2nd and 4. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A huge play there for Chicago. 53 yards.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. Down to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. To the air, Williams. His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 26. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
Gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Chicago.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing is Williams. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
To throw, Williams. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Santos on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.